Hello and good morning, Sudoku friends, and welcome to January 14th, 2024. This is my last video before I fly back to the tropics tomorrow morning, and I have prepared 3 videos that have been canned on YouTube and are ready for you to watch on the 15th, 16th, and 17th of this month while I'm traveling and resettling in my apartment back in Vietnam. I also want to say thank you very much for 900 subscribers. I'm very pleased that so many of you enjoy the content that I create. As for this puzzle, let's have a look and see what we can do. I like to look at clusters like this, a 4, 7, and a 9, and I try to see if I can find places for a 4, 7, and a 9 here, 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 and here. And we do have a 4 blocking here, and these 2 4s block here and here, so a 4 must go here. I can't do anything about the 7 and 9s. The 7 and 9 can go in any of these 3 squares, so they will have to wait. But we can place a 1 here, because this 1 blocks across, and these 2 1s block up and down. So here's a 1. We have a 4 and a 4 here blocking these 4 squares, and this 4 blocks down. So here's a 4. Now we have these 2 4s blocking up here and here, and here and here. And this 4 blocks across, so here's a 4. I don't remember if I said that this is a hard Sudoku puzzle from the New York Times. They publish an easy, medium, and hard one every day, and I always try to solve the hard one. We're going to have a 5 here or here. So naturally, I'm going to be looking for 5s here, here, and here. And so far, I don't see any. We only have 1 single 9 in the grid, and that doesn't do much for me at the moment. We have a couple of 7s blocking these squares here, and this 7 blocks these 2 squares, so here's a 7. This 7 blocks here, here, and here, so a 7 must go here. Here now we need a 2, 3, and a 9. And again, I don't really know what to do about that, but that means that these squares here can't be 2, 3, and 9. There must be an 8, 5, and a 6. Also not a whole lot of help. But we have a 2 blocking across here, and we have a 2 blocking across here, so a 2 must go here. We need a 5, 6, 7, 8 for these 4 squares. There's a 6 and an 8 here. So a 5 and a 7 must go here. The 7 blocks down, giving me a 5 here and a 7 here, and a 6 and an 8 for these 2 squares. And these, of course, must be 9 and 3. 6 and 8 here, therefore a 5, 9, and 7 for these squares. We have a 5 and an 8 here, and we have a 5 and an 8 here. So none of these 4 squares can be a 5 or an 8. Therefore, a 5 and an 8 must go in these 2 squares here. That means that these 3 squares have got to be a 3, 9, and a 6. And all that tells me is that a 6 must go either here or here. But that tells me that none of these squares can be a 6 because of the 6 blocking up and a ghost 6 here blocking down. Therefore, a 6 must go here. And for these 3 squares, we need a 3, 9, and a 2. Again, not much I can do about it. All I know is that a 2 must go here or here. We have an 8 and a 1 here. They must find homes in 2 of these 4 squares. That's also not yet possible. All I know is that a 1 must go either here or here because of these 2 blocking 1s. This square must be an 8 or a 9. That's just a simple count of what's missing in the column here in column 8. I'm figuring out that a 5 must go here or here. We also know that one of these is a 5, therefore we know that one of these must be a 5, and this 5 blocks down, therefore a 5 goes here. The way that I figure this out is easy. This 5 blocks here. Up here we have two 5s blocking here, 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 and here. So again, there can be no 5 in this block 3 in column 8. Also down here, there can be no 5 in column 8. So a 5 in column 8 must go either here or here. We know from earlier that these two squares must be a 5 and an 8. So the only place for a 5 in row 6 is here. And that gives us a 5 here. This 5 blocks across, this 5 blocks across, therefore a 5 goes here. This 5 blocks up, this 5 blocks over, this 5 blocks over, a 5 goes here. These were, or still are, a 6 and an 8, therefore these must be a 7 and a 9. That means that this must be a 3, and this must be a 9. Over here now we are looking for a 3 and an 8. And therefore here we're looking for a 1 and a 6. This 1 blocks down, therefore this must be a 6, and this must be a 1. We now have these two 6s blocking all of these 6 squares, and this 6 blocks across. So here is a 6. This 6 blocks here, this 6 blocks here, and this 6 blocks here. Another 6 goes here. We know that these are 5 and 8, therefore this must be a 9. And these must be a 2 and a 3. Back to the 7, 9 here, we can solve those because this 7 blocks across here, the 7 blocks up. One of these must be a 7 blocking down, giving me a 9 here and a 7 here. 2, 8, and 9 for these squares, and I have absolutely no idea where they go. So I need to solve something else first. And we can start with the second row here. We need a 1, 2, and a 7 to complete the row. There is a 2 and a 7 blocking here. Therefore, this must be a 1. This 1 blocks across. This 1 blocks across. This 1 blocks up. Here's a 1. These two 1s block these 4 squares. This 1 blocks across here, and this 1 blocks across here. Ergo, a 1 goes here. Here are 2 and a 7, and I am not able to solve that yet. Let's see, where can we continue? Well, we have a 6 blocking here and here. There's 6 blocks here and here, and there's 6 blocks here and here. So here's a 6. These were 6 and 8, remember? Now the 6 blocks down, giving me an 8 here and a 6 here. Here we are looking for a 9 and a 5. The 5 blocks over. Here's a 9. Here's a 5. We know that these are 5 and 8. The 5 blocks over. Here's an 8. Here's a 5. We found this 9 up here. It blocks across. This 9 blocks across, and this 9 blocks up. So here's a 9. Now this 9 blocks here, and this 9 blocks here. So a 9 for this row 4 must go here. Here now a 2 and a 3. And therefore a 2 and a 3 in these two squares. The 2 blocks up, giving me a 3 here and a 2 here. 2 blocks up, therefore a 2 goes here. This 2 blocks here, therefore a 2 goes here. And here comes a 3. And here, of course, an 8. which blocks this square. Therefore, an 8 must go here, and a 3 here. Now we have this 3 and this 3 blocking all of these 3 squares. Therefore, a 3 goes here. And here we will be looking for a 9 and a 2. And we can't solve that yet, can we? I don't think we can. We have, yes. No, we can't. The 2 blocks over here, I just saw that, and the 2 blocks up here. So here's a 2, right? And we can therefore enter a 7 here. We need one more 7, I believe. Yes, a 7 blocks up here, therefore a 7 goes here. And here's a 4, which blocks down. This 4 blocks up. Another 4 here. And here we are going to need an 8. This 8 blocks across. One of these is an 8. We also need a 3 and a 9 for these 3 squares. The 3 blocks up, therefore a 3 goes here. And these must be 8 and 9. The 8 blocks over, 9 goes here, 8 here. 9 blocks across, therefore a 9 goes here. And a 2 here. And that gives me a 2 here. And up here, we need an 8. And the last square in the puzzle, the center square, must be a 3. It goes here. And that is it for today. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you back here on a live recording. Well, they're all live, except I pre-recorded 3 that you're going to see tomorrow, the day after, and on Wednesday while I'm recovering from jet lag. Have a very nice Sunday, and see you back here again soon. Bye for now.